Functional analysis. Before I get into how you perform a functional analysis, I want to go over what it is and why we use it. In the book, it says, in a functional analysis, antecedents and consequences representing those in the person's natural environment are arranged so that their separate effects on the problem behavior can be observed and measured. So essentially, we are measuring what happens, or we are controlling what happens before the behavior and after the behavior so that we can accurately measure what function the behavior is serving. Because as we know, behavior occurs because we want something out of it, essentially. Why do we use functional analysis? Functional analysis demonstrates what variables are influencing and maintaining the target behavior. Because of this, it allows us to choose reinforcement-based treatments rather than punishment-based treatments to improve behavior. So there are 4 functions of behavior. When we use a functional analysis, we can actually determine what function is maintaining that behavior. And if we can determine that, then we know what reinforcement-based treatments we can implement to reduce or improve that behavior. So there are 4 functions, that is sensory or automatic reinforcement, escape, attention, or tangible. So let's get into it. How is it done? There are 5 conditions. The play condition, which is the control. We always need something to measure against, something to compare to. We have the contingent attention, contingent escape, contingent tangible, and the alone condition. And each condition, the problem behavior is the data is collected on how often the problem behavior occurs. In the play condition, the individual has access to preferred activities and items, attention is being provided, and no demands are being placed. We are essentially just recording how often the behavior is happening without any control over the antecedent or what is happening before the behavior. If the behavior is demonstrated, it is either ignored or redirected. In the attention condition, the individual is not given any attention whatsoever. If the behavior happens, then we know that we can immediately give them attention, either by using a mild reprimand or a soothing statement. This looks like you completely ignoring the client, and when the problem behavior happens, you would turn to them, look at them, and say, "Hey, we don't do that. That might hurt you," or something along those lines. And just remember, attention does not have to be positive to be reinforcing. Then we have the contingent escape condition. In this condition, demands are being given to the individual continuously using 3 steps. First, a verbal prompt, then a modeling prompt, and then hand-over-hand assistance. Now, if the problem behavior occurs, you are going to immediately give them a break by discontinuing those prompts and removing all materials needed to complete the task. Now, if the problem behavior happens often in this condition, then we know that it might be maintained by escape. Now we have the contingent tangible condition. In this condition, before the problem behavior happens, you are going to give them access to their preferred toys or activities, but then you are going to remove them. You can do this by saying, "Okay, it's my turn," and then take the toy or the preferred item from them. If the problem behavior occurs, you are going to immediately return the item. If that behavior happens a lot during this condition, it may indicate that it is being maintained by access to tangibles. Then you have the alone condition. In this one, there is very limited environmental stimulation. That means there are no toys, there are no materials for them to complete tasks. The therapist is not even in the room. The consequence for demonstrating problem behavior is that it is ignored or neutrally redirected. Now, there is something to note. If problem behavior occurs frequently in all conditions or is variable across all conditions, this can either indicate that there are no clear conclusions or that the behavior is maintained by automatic reinforcement. And there you have it.